John here once again with a look at the performance metrics we've captured while playing the remastered version of Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. Straight away it becomes clear just how much the PS3 struggled with this game. The frame rate is quite unsteady here, with near constant screen tearing eliminating any hope for fluid motion. In comparison, the PS4 remaster moves along at a brisk 60 frames per second throughout this entire sequence. The frame time graph on the left illustrates just how significant a difference we're seeing here. The fluidity on PS4 is further enhanced by a motion blur effect used on the terrain to accentuate the fast movement of this scene. Jumping ahead into the Drowned City section, we see similar results here as well. The PS4 turns in the expected 60 frames per second without any dropped frames. It's really very smooth throughout this sequence and feels even better thanks to the improved controller response and aiming tweaks. It's difficult to remember what it was like playing Drake's Fortune in 2007, but we were shocked to see just how persistent the screen tearing problems really are. Nearly every single combat sequence in the game is fraught with some degree of screen tearing, and it definitely detracts from the experience. We're just glad to see this issue completely corrected in the remaster.
Place could use a good plumber.
The water room is another interesting example. On PS3, water effects have a significant impact on performance, so it should come as no surprise that this version struggles somewhat here. This room was quite a challenge on PS3 with the difficulty cranked up, and there's no doubt that performance played at least a small role in amping up the challenge. Of course, as expected, the PS4 pushes through this area without even breaking a sweat. Moving back to the Drowned City shows a slight improvement on the PS3 side. We notice that areas devoid of water and with a more limited number of enemies at least manage to stick more closely to the 30 frames per second target. It is of course no surprise that the remastered version manages to avoid dropping frames here as well. Just moments later, as we take control of a jet ski, the PS3 takes a serious dive. Water, alpha effects, and complex scenery all conspire against Sony's last generation machine, leaving behind a constant stream of torn frames in its wake. Yet the PS4 manages to push through unscathed once again. This scene feels infinitely more playable now thanks to these performance improvements. Moving on to our final scene demonstrates the first recorded drop on PS4. A couple of duplicate frames right here as we enter this combat arena. For the most part, this is how performance dips rear their head in this version of the game. Small dips isolated to very specific sections. The two sequels do suffer from a few additional performance drops, but by and large, the performance here is extremely fluid. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel.